Alright guys, welcome to my brand new project. This is the Pokemon Neo SoulSilver version, and I'm gonna do a Nuzlocke challenge of it. So basically what this game is, I think the story and stuff is not changed, but there's new Pokemon and yeah, the gym leaders are tougher, the rival is stronger, and basically everything is more difficult. So along with a Nuzlocke challenge, that's gonna be quite a challenge ahead of us, but I'm wanting to do all 16 badges, plus the second Elite Four, so to say, and Raid. So we've got quite a way ahead of us, but hopefully I'm gonna do it. Another thing, while I click through the intro here, is that I got a new microphone, so I hope the sound quality is improved. And if you guys like it, you can tell me. If not, then yeah, you can tell me that as well. I'm open for any criticism. Anyway, I'm only filming the top screen because not Ingus, like that. Yeah, on the bottom screen, nothing really interesting happens. In battle, you see my attacks, yes, but I'm gonna tell you which options I have, and well, the top screen is simply more interesting throughout the game, so that's what you're gonna see. The second generation is actually my favorite one, by far, actually. Pokemon Crystal, sorry, right there, if you could hear that, there are noises outside, the bus is loud. Pokemon Crystal was the very first Pokemon game I ever played. Like, I played Red and Blue after that, but Crystal was the very first one we bought, and like, although this game is very new, it's of course a remake of the old Gold and Silver games, and I just have a nostalgic feeling when playing through it. Simply the region, the Pokemon here, everything is as amazing as no other generation has managed to be. In my opinion, that is. But of course, the Pokemon that are so awesome here will still be included, but on every route there's new Pokemon, so you can actually catch quite a lot of them. And as I've already said, the trainers are more difficult, the gym leaders are, and some attacks are changed. So for example, Pokemon learn attacks on different levels, some attacks have new types or new effects, so several things are changed, but I think the core story, like you get to there's an enemy team. I don't want to spoil too much for the ones who haven't played the original game yet. So yeah, there's of course an evil team again, and the gym leaders and stuff like that. So the story itself and the dialogues are not changed, I think. I might be wrong though, but of course the in-game stuff has changed a lot, and oh my goodness, I need to change the text speed. That's a mess, reading so slowly, so I don't have to actually use hyperspeed when I read through these things, but like this, can't stand it. And also I'm gonna choose a frame that's more pretty. This one should fit. So what I have to say is that I already recorded this part previously, but like Camtasia decided, yeah, it's a great idea if we just put black bars like here, 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 and here, so you couldn't actually see anything. Like, Camtasia has these funny ideas sometimes that it just really likes. Anyway, I'm gonna start with Cyndaquil because in terms of typing it's the most useful in the Johto region, I found out, and also it's the perfect Mario. And well, in this try I've also I have only recorded the first episode, so yeah, I don't know anything about the changes, just the very start. So Mario was actually a female in the original, so it's quite good that we fixed this error, so to say, because let's be honest, a female Mario, that's quite weird. Anyway, before we can leave here, 1,000 things happen as well. So we get some potions, which is really nice. It's actually 5 of them. I don't know if it's that many in the original game, but I certainly know that there are some changes regarding items and stuff, because you find a versus recorder quite early in the game, I think. Yeah, that was a versus recorder, and I don't think that you found that this early in the original one. So yeah, these small changes, I really appreciate them. So before we can actually leave this town, we have to obtain the, I don't know, the Pokegear from our mom, and there's a radio implemented where you can call people and listen where rare Pokemon are found. I never used that, but I still found I still always found that it was a really nice feature, so to say, because, yeah, I remember how to make phone calls. Yeah, you don't actually ever call people, as far as I'm concerned, but they call you and they can ask for rematches and things like that. But again, with the versus recorder implemented in the game, I don't think that we have to wait for trainers to call us, because we can just use the versus recorder and anyone will battle us. So right now Professor Elm gives us his number, and then we can finally enter the tall grass where already new Pokemon await us. Unless it's already night here, then there's only one kind of Pokemon there. So let's see, I think, like, I recorded the first episode in noon, so many different Pokemon appeared here. But, well, let's actually see really quickly. The first Pokemon is, okay, a Pidgey, so that's nothing new. Yeah, there are definitely new Pokemon here, but I don't know if they are at every time of the day, so to say. So, also another thing is, although this is a Nuzlocke challenge, I'm gonna handle it in a way that, like, on this route, the moment I obtain Pokeballs, this is still a new route, so I get to catch new Pokemon here. And wait a second, I'm gonna close the window really quickly, because these noises are disturbing me. Okay, that should be a bit better. Should be a better experience for you guys too, if the microphone recorded these noises outside, because, yeah, there's buses and cars, and I guess that's not fun to listen to. So I closed the window, and right now, if we can finally hit this tackle here, the Pidgey gets defeated. And we receive 23 experience points, which is, in the beginning, quite a lot. So yeah, I think it's night here, so the programmer, I think, forgot to change the Pokemon that appear at night here, because it's only Pidgeys and the pre-evolution of Noctowl, I think. So yeah, that's a bit of a flaw, but for example, I encountered a Wingull here just in the previous episode, so definitely there are new Pokemon in here. It's just during the night there's none. But these Pidgeys are really annoying with their sand attacks. Like, they lower the already not so good accuracy of tackle, so I'm gonna actually use Hyperspeed here, because as you can already tell, Simon is not here with us, so I can Hyperspeed as much as I want. Haha! And we reach level 6, where we learn Ember, which is pretty good, I guess. Ember at level 2, I'll take that all day. And well, in the first part Mario had a really good nature, so I'm gonna see here which one it got right here. Modest, okay, that's good. Not excellent, but good. I mean, it's really good for a special Pokemon, because it raises the special attack and it decreases the normal attack, but, well, like, attacks like Flame Wheel, which Cyndaquil uses a lot, are physical, so I don't know if that's the best nature, but it sure is good, because it doesn't lower any defenses. And right here's a Spearow. I don't think that these occur here normally, but I'm gonna... Whoa. Flame Body? What? Okay, apparently we have Flame Body, so there's already a new feature of the game. We have the ability Flame Body. That's really awesome in my opinion. Anyway, I'm gonna heal up here really quickly, because I don't want Mario to die and us losing the challenge right away, but let's look here for a Generation 3 Pokemon or something like that. Spearow. Okay, I think... No, there must be new Pokemon in here. We just haven't encountered them yet. Yeah! No. Sunkern? Can you normally find Sunkerns here? I don't think so, no. Normally it's only Geodudes and stuff like that here in my... as far as I remember. But let's look out for Pokemon... Yeah, Burmy, okay. That is a Generation 4 Pokemon, so that definitely never ever occurs in this area. So, yeah, here you can already see that there are new Pokemon, in fact. Anyway, we're gonna use Ember on this Burmy here in order for us to reach level 7. And then we'll go on the main route again. I just wanted to show some new Pokemon to you, because on the main grass, for some reason, there are no new Pokemon. Anyway, I'm not wanting to Hyperspeed whatsoever. That was actually more of a misclick right there. I'm saying too often. I'm sorry. So as you can see outside, there is like old school Pokemon as well, like Sentret and Pidgey, but new implementations as well. So I'm really looking forward to catching some of the Pokemon that you can normally not obtain in the Johto region. And finally I'm able to evolve my Pokemon, which was not the case in the NFE Nuzlocke challenge. So yeah, that's quite good. Yeah, the reason why Simon is not joining us here is because first of all, Simon doesn't live here, so he doesn't have all the time in the world to always record stuff with me. And secondly, he's not too keen on the not Generation 1 games. So yeah, he might appear in some guest episodes like in Mario & Luigi Superstar Saga, but right here, this is mainly gonna be a solo Let's Play, so I hope you enjoyed that as well. My annoying voice. Anyway, this is like some kind of a tutorial here, which like he tells you what a supermarket, what a Pokemon Center, what a route and stuff is, and then he gives you the running shoes. So that's pretty helpful. These little tutorials always make it easier for beginners, but in some of the new school games, such as the new Super Mario titles, they really overdo it. Like in Mario & Luigi Dream Team Bros, the intro, it's like the first 2 hours is only tutorial. So they really made these games for retards, I feel like. And in this game you can actually click the shoes on the touchscreen and then you permanently run, so I don't have to hold down the B button all the time. And you can also run inside of buildings, so that's two cool implementations in my opinion. And yeah, Heart Gold's simply the perfect game, and Soul Silver of course, because like the Pokemon run with you. The artwork is just awesome in terms of competitive battling, like Wi-Fi battling. I think the 4th generation reached its peak. Battling in general reached its peak during the 4th generation. I don't like the 5th as much for competitive battling, just because I really dislike some of the new Pokemon. Actually, most of them. Yeah, I'm one of these typical Garbodor haters. I still enjoy Pokemon Black, or Black 2 and White 2 of course. They're great games, don't get me wrong, but I just don't really like most of the Pokemon. But the overworld and stuff is really good, so don't get me wrong. Anyway, this guy's gonna give us a map as well, which will be useful in the future. But maybe you stop stalking us right now, so I can actually go to Mr. Pokemon to receive the mysterious egg that Professor Elm talked about, and, well, I wonder which Pokemon hatches out of this egg. Normally it's like a Togepi, but I have no idea what it might be here. Maybe it's the same thing, maybe they didn't change it, that would be fine, but would be really awesome if like a really rare Pokemon that you don't get normally would appear, in my opinion. Anyway, there's a lot of Tailo here. Obviously you can't catch these in the normal games, so another new implementation, and I wonder if the first gym leader, I think Falconer is his name, has some of Tailo or even Swellow, because as I already said, the gym leaders are a lot tougher in this game, so I wouldn't be surprised if he has some already evolved bird Pokemon. And here we learn Smokescreen, which is actually a poison type attack here. I don't think that it's a poison type attack in the normal games, but I might be wrong, because no one uses Smokescreen. Oh, I didn't know that. If you actually don't enter this house, he still stops you and gives you the apricorn bag, so to say. So we can pick up these apricons. Apricorn, tongue twister for a non-Englishman like me. So you can collect these. They're a bit like berries in the other games, but the difference is that a guy named Kurt, who appears in the town of the second gym, well, he manufactures Pokemon balls out of these. Most of which are crap, to be honest. But, I mean, if they don't have a special effect, so if the special effect doesn't apply... Wow, execute. I'm getting off track here. If the special effect doesn't apply, they're still as good as normal Pokeballs, so not bad. Anyway, in Execute, that's really cool. Oh, I love this game already. So many cool Pokemon, and as you could see right there, a critical hit is written in red, as well as if a move is super effective. So the critical hit is even in caps, or at least it's really big, so... especially in the Nuzlocke challenge where Pokemon must not die. That's a really cool feature, in my opinion, because then, like, critical hit deaths are more tragic and stuff like that. And if a move is ineffective, it's actually written in a light blue color pattern. So, just really cool changes in the game. So, yeah, I hope it's no problem that you don't see the bottom screen. At the moment I have the attacks Tackle, Leer, Ember and Smokescreen. So the only really viable move is Ember at the moment, and if we can't hit for neutral or even super effective damage, then Tackle's our way to go. Leer, like, in this part of the game, changing status is not as important. Hoppip! Oh, I love this Pokemon. I love it. So, oops, I accidentally used Tackle here. So yeah, the reason why I'm actually battling all these wild Pokemon instead of just fleeing is that our rival is not as easy as in the previous games. Because his Totodile, well, it can defend itself, let's put it this way. So, not leveling at all will cause failure. I'm saying that much, but I didn't fail, so I managed to defeat him, but it wasn't the most easy battle ever. And Ladybug, so many cool Pokemon. I love this game. Anyway, I'm getting a bit of track here again. It's an Apricorn tree again, and this time we get a Punk Apricorn. What? They couldn't write out pink? They named it Punk? What? That's just stupid. Anyway, let's enter this house, and I'm really sorry for using hyperspeed when on the overworld. I'm not wanting to do that anymore, but the regular battles, like, I think it's okay to use it there. Well, right now we see Professor Oak and the Mr. Pokemon here, and he gives us the mystery egg, so I'm really curious about what's gonna be in there. But we will see in a few episodes, but actually, Cyndaquil, or Mario rather, got the ability Flame Body, so if you have Flame Body, the egg hatches twice as fast, so that's a bit of a funny little fact right there, I think. So the egg will hatch much sooner than it normally would. Of course, the time when the egg hatches is not actual game time, but it's steps. So we could just run around and see what is in there, but I think it's much more awesome if it just pops in during our adventure at a random time. So I'm not gonna run too much, so yeah. Just Professor Oak is giving you the Pokédex, so right now we could catch Pokemon once we've obtained the balls, which we don't at the moment. So we got his number, and yeah, we're leaving the house, and now we're receiving a call from Professor Elm. So, hello, Ingus? It's a disaster. It's just terrible. What should I do? Oh no. Please get back here now. Okay, so shit's getting serious already at the very start of this Let's Play. What might be up there in Professor Elm's laboratory? What could have happened? Well, guys, we're gonna find out in the next episode, because I think 19 minutes is pretty good for the first episode, so I hope you enjoyed this part as much as I did. As always, this is Ingus. Hope you enjoyed the episode. I've said it 1,000 times right now. Anyway, see you in the next one. Bye!